Hello there, Gemini. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast for the week of October 14th through the 20th. We are going to start with Monday and work our way through Sunday. Meanwhile, as I'm shuffling the cards, let me just remind you that I do offer personal readings, and those personal readings can be done either by phone or by Skype. All the information that you need to contact me and schedule that is listed on the website at the bottom of this screen. Okay. So let's see, I still feel like I'm not quite done shuffling yet for you guys. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. All right, that feels done. Let's see what kind of cards the Geminis get. Whoops, that one flipped over as it came out. All right. Okay, so Geminis, let's start with Monday. What we have coming up here is the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is telling me that you're feeling restless, like you're feeling your full talents are not being utilized and you really want to be doing more. Problem with the Four of Cups is that while we want to be doing more and we're feeling restless, we're not noticing the opportunities around us that do allow us to do more. So the challenge to you, dear Geminis, on Monday is to pay attention for what opportunities there are available for you that would actually make use of your full capabilities. Okay? Tuesday. Tuesday, you do have the Strength card showing up in reverse, and the Strength card in reverse is telling me that your self-esteem or your self-worth has taken some kind of hit. I do feel like, Gemini, somebody has said something to you that makes you question your value or how good you are at something or what you bring to the table. And so this has impacted your self-esteem or your self-worth. Generally, when this card comes up, what this tells me is that that other person, guess what, was way out of line. You shouldn't be paying attention to what they're saying. Step back, look at things objectively, look at what it is you really do bring to the table, look at your skills, your abilities, look how much they've grown over the past year or years, and then allow your self-esteem to work from there instead of allowing your self-esteem to be cut down by somebody who doesn't even appreciate you. And, you know, honestly, shame on them. Okay, Wednesday for Gemini. Seven of Swords. What I'm hearing as I look at this card is strategy, strategy, strategy. Geminis, you are working on some kind of strategy to get something accomplished that you would like to get accomplished on Wednesday. I do feel like for some of you this is a little bit of a darker energy. It feels to me like, Gemini, somebody has done some things that have not benefited you and intentionally done some things that have not benefited you. And I think you're doing some strategizing on how to nullify the effects of those things and maybe some strategizing on how to get that person not to be paid attention to anymore, especially when it comes to talking to you. But there's some serious strategy happening on Wednesday, Gemini. And then on Thursday, we have another sword card. This is the Three of Swords. Three of Swords tells me there's some kind of heartache happening on Thursday. This can be anything from, you know, maybe your child loses their dog, loses their pet, to you see something on the news that really tugs at your heart. But there's something that makes you sad. There's something that is tugging at your heart and making you feel sad on Thursday, Gemini. Now, Friday. Whole new beginning showing up on Friday. Whole new beginning. And actually, I've only done this, you're only the third video. One of the other videos also got the Fool earlier. So you have, and I think it was the same day. So you have a whole new beginning on Friday. When I look at this Three of Swords, for some of you, this Three of Swords, you could have had a heartbreak in a relationship and you could be saying, you know what? Sorry, Charlie, I'm out of here, and you have a whole new beginning here. That's not going to be true for everybody. A lot of times what comes up each particular day doesn't interact with each other at all, but sometimes it does. So, you know, it won't be that this is all connected for all of you, but for some of you this will be. And so when you have the Fool showing up, this is a whole new adventure. And you're doing this because you just know that you know that you know that you should. Okay? Now, it's exciting. I think it's exciting and it's very empowering, actually. Looking at Saturday, for my Geminis, you have an important decision to make on Saturday, and this is going to be one of those decisions that once you make it, there's really no turning back. And it also does have a little bit of the idea of, am I going to take the high road or am I going to take the low road? Because if you look at the pathways in this card, you can see that one pathway leads to the light and one pathway leads to the dark. This is a moral decision for you. This is something that is going to be a decision that has to do with, am I going to compromise my integrity or am I going to maintain it? Okay, so that's for Saturday. And then Sunday, 10 of Swords. This is my done, 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 done card. Now, for those of you who these two cards were connected, the Three of Swords and the Fool, the heartache and the new start, what I thought was interesting here is for those of you that were in a relationship and you discovered something that broke your heart, you went straight to the new start. You're like, okay, I'm out of here, I'm moving on. But there's no breakup card in between. Usually there's a breakup card in between those two. There's not. Now, this card that's coming up, the Ten of Swords, for those of you that those two were connected and this is about a relationship, by the time you get to Sunday, this is officially done. This is officially over. It's more than, you know what, I've just walked away. You didn't, when you walked away, you kind of left the other person saying, is this person coming back? Are they just mad? Are they going to get over it? Or is this a done deal? I'm not really sure. Maybe they're sure it's not a done deal. This Sunday, this is a done deal. Ten of Swords, done, 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 done. This is a tension. Some kind of tension that it's reached its peak and you're just done with it. Some kind of debate, some kind of argument. And this is something actually that's been going on for a while. And so this is just done. So for some of you, it's going to have to do with whatever it was that you discovered on Thursday that really impacted your emotions. You're waiting until Sunday to say, you know what, let's make it official. This is over. For others of you, this is just going to be some kind of long-standing tension, argument, debate that you've been having with somebody, and that tension, argument, debate is over. Doesn't mean the relationship with the person is over in that particular case, but you get to let go of the stress of that argument, tension, or debate. Okay, so we've got a couple of different ways that that's playing out, that's showing up for me on the cards for you guys. I think that for a lot of you, for the relationship ones, this decision that you're making on Saturday, go the high road or go the low road, this really has to do with the idea of, okay, I've decided this is over. You taking the Fool, taking the time to be on your own. You wanted to think this through. Maybe you wanted to talk it over with friends. This is not necessarily an alone card just because you're doing something brand new. Maybe you wanted to talk it over with friends or with your family. Maybe you traveled to see your mom and talk to her about it. Saturday, you're making your decision. Sunday, you're making it official. Okay? Now, like I said, this is not going to be like as the relationship flows for a lot of you, for most of you. For a lot of you, these are each going to be individual occurrences that may or may not be related. But for all of you, for Sunday, something is coming to an end. It's a relief when it's coming to an end because it's a long-standing tension, debate, or argument. Okay? So thank you all for being here. I look forward to doing private readings for some of you this week. And the rest of you, I'll see back on the next video. Peace out.